Hello Crafted Shutter watchers, welcome to another great video today. Sorry about the camera shake there, got a little excited here. I am still in Canada on vacation, and somebody wrote a comment below one of my pictures that I posted that I shot in downtown Buffalo of how I manage my media on the road. And I don't really need to show you a whole lot because I can walk through that verbally with you, whether you're using a Mac or a PC. So it's very important to know how to manage your media because if you don't manage your media, you're going to run out of space and become extremely frustrated. Now, before I jump into how to manage your media, I'm going to show you a few clips that I shot in downtown Buffalo at night. One thing to keep in mind on these clips is that they need stabilization. And for some reason, I've been having Resolve crash on stabilizing my clips here while I'm in Canada. So I'm not going to stabilize them and perfect them until I get home. But I thought you might enjoy seeing what downtown Buffalo looks like at night. This is straight from the Sony a7 III with the HLG3, HLG3 profile. There has actually been no editing done on this except for the timings of in and out points. So I will polish these up when I get home. But let's take a look at downtown Buffalo at night right now. Okay everybody, I hope you enjoyed those clips of downtown Buffalo. And I like to shoot when I travel. I have never shot any clips down there at night before, and I have sold a lot of clips of Buffalo, New York because I've shot so many, and I've shot out emails to all of the advertising agencies in Buffalo with a gallery linked to my Pond 5 port where they can purchase it. And just last week I sold 6 aerial clips alone in one day, netted me over $300. So yes, it's been a profitable city for me. That being said, I don't want to move there. It's a little too cold for me. I still prefer living in the warm and cozy South. Now, when I'm traveling on vacation, I have an older MacBook Pro here, okay? But nothing fancy. It's 6, 7 years old. Still has the SD card slot plug-in. Still has all the ports built into it, so I don't have to carry around a dongle. Yeah, I don't really like the new MacBook. I like ports, okay? Why do I want to carry around a dongle? Anyway, so how do you manage your media? Well, what you need first is an external hard drive, okay? And you plug that into your computer. That's the first thing you want to do. Now, this laptop only has 512 gigabytes of storage on it, so not a lot of storage. So if you start using the internal hard drive to do any kind of on-the-road editing, you're going to be pulling your hair out in a very short amount of time if you're doing any kind of shooting. So you plug in your external hard drive, you get that going. There are a couple ways to work around this. I'm going to first give you the Lightroom way. And on Lightroom, what you can do is pick the drive that you want your files to go to on the right-hand side. And when you're importing the files, you'll have the option to pick where they go. And all you have to do is select your external hard drive. You can put a folder on that drive that says Lightroom or whatever you want to label it. You can pick that folder on that external drive, click Import on Lightroom, and all the files will go to the external drive. And then you can edit off of the external drive in Lightroom. The same goes for DaVinci Resolve. What you do is you take your little SD card, you plug it into your reader. You double click on your SD card to open it up. There'll be several selections there where you can find your video clips. If you find your photos and you just back out, you will find your video clips in a media folder. You highlight all your video clips, you make a folder on your external hard drive, you label it whatever you want, video clips of Buffalo or video clips in Canada, whatever you want. Drag them from the SD card into the folder on your external hard drive and let it transfer. Once it's transferred, you can go into Final Cut Pro, you can go into DaVinci Resolve, you can select the folders there and work off of the hard drive. Now in Final Cut Pro, you can select what hard drive you want to work off of, as well as where your backups are going to be once you've edited, because Final Cut Pro renders in the background. So you want to select your external hard drive in the Final Cut Pro settings. On DaVinci Resolve, you can just use the external hard drive. You'll locate that on the beginning page, and you can drag the files in on a timeline and work that way. You can save the file back to an external hard drive, or you can drop it on your desktop. This will actually help you keep your computer around a long time. Now, I'll link below some external hard drives, but one important thing that you need, especially with an older Mac like mine, maybe you have an older PC, is, sorry the light's changing here, I'm kind of fading in and out. It's window light, what am I going to do? But on the external PC, there's a USB-C to Thunderbolt 2 adapter, because I don't have Thunderbolt 3 or USB-C, same thing, on this MacBook. So I can get a little adapter and get a little bit of faster drive, which will help me edit on the video side. This does really fine doing 4K. On the Sony a7 III, the bit rate's not super high, so the computer doesn't scream too bad. The fans kick on, but I can edit. If I went higher, higher bit rate, more beefy files, I'd probably need another computer to have any kind of sanity in editing for the top quality. So that is how I work on the road. I just plug an external hard drive, drag my files to the drive, or point in the app to that drive, and you can Google that. It's really simple to do. Selecting external hard drive in Lightroom. You can Google that. You'll find tons of tutorials on that. Same with Final Cut, same with DaVinci Resolve, same with any app you're working in. So I hope you find that helpful. Now before I bow out of here, I want you to know that I'm going to be doing a Skype interview with a gentleman named Spike in Australia, who is using LumaFusion on his iPad and has a workflow for that when you're on the go. And the reason I bring this up is I am looking toward that in the future pretty strongly, because I have my Mac Pro at home, but the new Mac Pros, they're expensive. They're very expensive. I don't know if I want to cough up that much money again. We will see. My Mac Pro, my current trash can Mac Pro 2013, it's maxed out. It does a great job, so I'm not looking to change anytime soon. I'm getting some more light now. But working with the iPad can save a lot of money, and maybe in the future can, streamline my workflow even more. So I'm interested in bringing Spike on the channel and sharing with you what he has found out, and maybe we can have a discussion on what works for you on the road. I also look at a couple things. Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be effective? And is it going to save you money? Those things are important to me, which I assume they're important to you. I do like the desktop experience. I do like in my home office having a big beefy computer. But hey, life changes. You change with it. You do what works for you. And so I look at all avenues when I am editing. Also keep in mind, coming soon, this coming month in January, someone asked me about my live shoot that I'm going to be doing with you, the audience. Are going to be directing me with a model on a live stock shoot on a live stream. So I'm excited about that. I will link to that video above so you can know more about that. Pay attention to my community tab. I will give a heads up warning before I'm going to do it. Try to give you a few days notice. And also on that, I would love for you to get involved with that. It's really important. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to learn together as you teach me how to shoot stock video, which is going to be a lot of fun. So hey, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, now is a good time to do so. I have a lot of content coming up that I think is going to be useful to you, whether you're a stock producer, or whether you're just a photo video enthusiast, whether you do it as a living like some of us do. You're welcome here, so go ahead, subscribe, get involved in the community, and thanks for supporting the channel. There's links below where you can support the channel, watch other videos. I always appreciate that, and until then, we will see you in the next video.